Hello students and parents, this is Ms. Martin and I'm here to help explain the ESL menus for the upcoming week. So I'm going to go over the different listening, reading, speaking, and writing sections. And don't forget that it's grouped by levels, so levels 1 to 2, levels 2 to 3, and levels 3 to 4. And you should complete 2 assignments from the ESL menu, and you can pick any 2. It could be reading and writing, listening and writing, listening and speaking. It's up to you. So first, for levels 1 to 2, for our listening section, at the bottom, it has extended technology resources, and there's 2 flip grids that are listed with links, and they will give you the passages that we are going to be covering. So it says you can listen to the passage, "It is Apple Season," from the first flip grid link, and then you can listen to the passage, "The Biggest Apple Ever," from the second flip grid link. So you can use those if you'd rather be able to hear the passage too. So the first section for listening levels 1 to 2, it says, listen to the passage, "It is Apple Season." So that's in your second grade packet, and we can also use the link at the bottom to listen. Then it says, answer the question, what happens to an apple tree in the spring? Then you should draw a picture of an apple tree in the spring. After you have completed that, then you can go on to the reading section. For reading, it says, read the passage. "It is Apple Season." So remember, that's in your second grade packet. So this time, instead of listening, they want you to actually read it from the packet. Then you should find and underline the following vocab words: spring, summer, fall, and winter. After you found those words, you can draw a picture to illustrate the different words. So you should draw a picture of spring, you should draw a picture of summer, you should draw a picture of fall, and you should draw a picture of winter. Afterwards, we can move on to our speaking and writing sections. For speaking and writing, we have a word bank. So for levels 1 to 2, our word bank includes the words weather, sunny, warm, windy, hot, cold, snowy, winter, and summer. Our sentence frames say summer weather is, winter weather is, so we need to maybe think about what it's like in the summer and what it's like in the winter. So for speaking, it gives us a flip grid. So you can click the link to the flip grid, and it says read Seasons Affect Life, which is in your second grade packet. Then you should tell a family member, or you can answer in Flipgrid. And you can also do it by telling a family member and answering in Flipgrid. The question is, what is the weather like in the winter and in the summer? So you should use your sentence frames to help you explain to a family member and also explain on Flipgrid what the weather is like in the winter and summer. For writing, it says, read Seasons Affect Life. Again, that's from your second grade packet, and it's the same passage that we used for speaking. Now they want you to draw a bubble map. A bubble map is shown in the box, and it shows you what one looks like. So you should use a piece of paper, and you need to write some of your ideas to answer, what is the weather like in the winter and in the summer? You should write 3 sentences using your ideas from the circle map. A circle map is the same thing as a bubble map. So what you're going to do is you're going to use your sentence frames again to write sentences. So you could say winter weather is, and you might want to say cold or snowy. Your word bank will help you come up with words. For levels 2 to 3, for listening, it says, listen to the passage, "It is Apple Season." And that's from your second grade packet, but the link to listen is at the bottom in the Extended Technology Resource section. Then it says, answer the question, what happens to the apple tree in the summer? Then draw a picture of the apple tree in the summer. Afterwards, you can move on to reading. For reading, as you read the passage, "It is Apple Season." So instead of listening to it, this time we need to actually read the passage. you need to find and underline the words spring, summer, fall, and winter. Then you should write your own complete sentences using each of these words. So you should have 4 different sentences. After we finish that, we can move on to our speaking and writing section. And for speaking and writing, we have another word bank and sentence frames for levels 2 to 3. So our word bank includes the words summer, winter, activities, different, swimming, pool, ice skating, and snow. Our sentence frames say, in the winter, I, and in the summer, I. So for our speaking section, the first thing that we need to do is click on the flip grid, and then you also need to find the Seasons Affect Life passage in your second grade packet. So you should read that passage, and then you should tell a family member about what different activities you do in the winter compared to what different activities you do in the summer. So you should tell your family member, and then you can also answer in Flipgrid. Afterwards, you can move on to your writing section. And for writing for levels 2 to 3, it says, read Seasons Affect Life. So that's the same passage. And then you should draw a circle map. And a circle map is shown in the box above of what an example looks like. So on a piece of paper, you should write some ideas to answer what different activities do you do in the winter compared to the summer using your circle map. After you've completed your circle map, you should write 3 sentences using your ideas from the circle map. So if I was you, I would look back up to your word bank and to your sentence frames to help you make your sentences. For levels 3 through 4, we need to listen to the passage, It is Apple Season. And again, you can find the listening version of that in the Extended Technology Resource section. Then you should answer the question, how does the apple tree change throughout every season? So you need to think about how an apple tree is in the winter, the summer, the spring, and the fall. And then you should draw a picture of the apple tree in every season. So you should help us see what it looks like in each season. After you finish that, you can move on to your reading section. And for reading, it says, read the passage, It is Apple Season. So that's the same passage, but this time you're going to read it from your packet. Then it says, discuss the following. Do you like apples? What type of apple is your favorite? Which season is your favorite? Why do you like this season? So you might want to talk with a family member or a friend or someone else who's living with you and answer these questions. Then we can move on to our speaking and our writing sections. So for speaking and writing, we have a word bank and we also have sentence frames. So our word bank includes the words summer, winter, eat, different, season, and food. Our sentence frames include, in the summer, I eat, and in the winter, I eat. So for our speaking section, you need to make sure that you can use the flip grid to write some of your answers in. So first it has you read Seasons Affect Life, and that's found in your packet. And then you need to tell a family member and answer in flip grid, what different foods do you eat in the winter compared to the summer? So first you should talk about it with a family member, and then you can submit your answers. After that, you can move on to your writing section. For writing, it also has you use the passage Seasons Affect Life, so you can reread it if you need to. And it has you draw a bubble map. So there's a bubble map pictured, and a bubble map could also be called a circle map. So on a piece of paper, you're going to draw a bubble map, and you're going to put in answers to the question, what different foods do you eat in the winter compared to the summer? So I want you to put your thoughts in the different circles on the bubble map. Then you need to write a paragraph using your ideas from the bubble map. So let's make sure that we look back at our sentence frames and our word bank to help us when we're writing our paragraph. And it also provides you with the link to listen to the passage, Seasons Affect Life, at the bottom of this part of the packet too, if you need it. So I hope you're still working hard. We miss you guys.